This conference will now be recorded.
So did you all, everyone, record Tallyprime from the website which I suggested you yesterday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me show you once again. So this is a website where we download Tally. So what you will be doing is you will go to download. Okay, you'll be having a Tallyprime. Just click on this download. Okay, so this at present they have given one more option since Tally was not supported in a Mac. Additionally, just for a trial version of audit purpose requirement, they have given a Tallyprime edit log to install and use it in a Mac. And this is for the Windows, the one who is having a Windows operating system. They'll be using this Tallyprime release 2.1. And if you're using anything for this is only for MCA-FS. That is, MCA-FS means where you'll be doing auditing for Ministry of Company Affairs. Okay, Ministry of Company Affairs. To submit a report, you can do from this. This will just contain a company information, not any other than this. So they're given here. Okay, you can download Tally for your MS Windows. Just download from this. After downloading, you'll get a setup file. Okay, open that setup file and install whichever drive you want. After installation of Tally, you'll get a shortcut like this, Tallyprime. You'll get a shortcut like this, Tallyprime shortcut key, you will get it. This is a shortcut I've created on a desktop. So I've installed in a C drive. After installing in a C drive, I've just created a shortcut key. By default, when you install your Tally, by default, the shortcut key, the shortcut icon, by default, it will get created on your desktop. If you're not getting, then you can create it. You can just create it. Now, let me open this. As soon as you open a Tally, this is how it will open. Now, see, we have an option here. Continue in educational mode. Use license from network. Reactivate existing license. Activate new license. Now, since we are working for the practice purpose, we will be using educational version, that is continue in educational mode. Then what about this and all? Activate license, reactivate existing license and all. See, when I purchase a license for the first time, when I purchase a new license, what I have to do is, before I start using a Tally, I have to activate my Tally. I have to activate it. See, say example, when you purchase a new mobile number, that is your SIM card. When you purchase a SIM card, it will take 2 to 3 days for to make the SIM card to be activated. For activating it, so that you can make a call, you can use the other purpose data package, anything if you want, you can use it according to whichever you need it. So what happens is activation process, usually it will be taken a process from the customer support, but in Tally, the customer support will not activate your license. We ourselves will activate the license. So how we are going to activate this? I'll get a serial number, that is license number. As we have a mobile number, the same kind, you'll be getting a serial number. This serial number will start from the digit 7. 9 numbers you'll be having, 9 digits you'll be having. The first number will be 7. Now, when I select this activate license, it is asking me an administration rights to activate a license. So I will give it as yes. So when I give this yes, see, when I'm giving this yes again, what will happen? Tally will restart once again. My Tally will restart once again. So let this open once. We'll wait for this to open. Now it is asking me serial number, that's my license number, activation key, mail ID. So where will I get this all these details? So when I purchase a license, when I'll purchase a license, buy now, this one, silver or gold, single user or multi-user, whichever I choose. Suppose I choose buy one, okay, single user, I'll just go for single user. I click on this buy now. So where it will be asking my details, name of my name, then what is my GST TIN number, it will ask me, my mail ID and the phone number, it will ask me. I'll be providing my mail ID and the phone number. After providing that, the Tally customer support will send me a mail. The one which I've provided. To that mail ID, they'll send me a mail. What they'll send you? They'll send you a serial number and activation code. Two things they'll send. So serial number, it will be of 9 digits, which will start from the number 7. And activation code, it will be of again 9 digits, which will be of alphanumeric numbers and alphabets, a combination it will be having. Okay, you need to take that from your mail ID. See, this is a screen where I'll be providing my mail ID, my phone number, the name of my company. Okay, and if I'm a registered person, if I'm having a GST identification number, then I'll be providing this number. If I don't have, I'll just give you, I do not have, and I'll just go up for a payment. So the mail ID which I'll be providing this here, for that mail ID, they'll be sending a license number and a activation key. So after checking into my mail ID, I'll provide it here, my serial number and activation key I'll provide. Now the next one what I'm asking is, it is asking here is email ID and tally or tally.net ID. You can say anything, email ID or tally.net ID. You can give any of your mail ID, the one which I have already provided in while purchasing a license, the same one also you can provide it. But make sure the mail ID what you're providing is in a usage. You must be using that. If you're not using any mail ID randomly, if you're giving, don't do that. Okay, don't give any random mail ID. Give one which is in use. Why? Because when you give this, the mail ID and accept it. Suppose I'll just give some number. Okay, I'll give some activation key or something. I'll just give like this. Now when I type a mail ID, and accept it, what will happen? The mail ID what I'll be mentioning here. The mail ID what I'll be mentioning here. For that mail ID, I'll be getting a link. To generate a password. They'll send a link to my mail ID. Okay, because of that, I'm suggesting you to give a mail ID which is in use. Don't give any random mail ID when you're purchasing it. Okay, provide which is in use. After that, a link will be sent. Click on that link. Whatever the password you want, you can set it. Password you can set it on your own. Okay, and you can, after that, after I provide a mail ID, say if I provide a mail ID, it'll ask me for the confirmation. Again, I'll confirm it. A link will be sent. Then after link is sent, again I'll get a new tab. After this, I'll get a new tab to provide a password. I'll accept it so that my license will get activated. After activations, this screen will not open directly. The next screen after this, when I open a Tally, the next screen automatically will open. So I'll show you what is that screen later. So this is how you will activate your license. This is how when you will be activating a license when you purchase a new license. Now what does this reactivate existing license means? Say I've already activated a license, then why should I use reactivating existing license? There are few reasons when I'll be reactivating. Any changes which I'll be doing on my system. What kind of changes I'll be doing? I might update my Windows. Or sometimes auto update might also happen. If I'm installing an antivirus in my system, or the third reason is I don't want to use Tally in this particular system. Let me change the system. So I'll delete the Tally in this system, the one which I'm using. Then I'll change to laptop. If I want to change to laptop or any other device, any other system, if I want to change, in that case, when I'll be changing to the other system, what I'll be doing is I'll be reactivating. Only first time we will be activating a license. After that, whenever I'm changing the system, whenever I'm making a changes, Okay, what you will be doing is, guys, you can see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sorry. Uh, Fine. There was some message from your side saying that switched on the video, something like that. So that's what I just want to confirm. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Reactivate license, when we will be doing is when I'm changing a system or any changes I'm making in my system. In that case, I'll be doing this reactivate license. Only first time we'll be activating this. Rest of the time we'll use reactivate. Even when you go for a reactivate, again it will ask you for the administration rights. Since already I've opened through the administrative rights, it is not asking me. Now what here I'll be providing is, I won't be providing the serial number or activation key. It is only used in the first case, that is in activation of license. From here afterwards, I'll just provide the mail ID and the password. So in case if I forget the password, I'll go with this reset password. So before I reactivate a license, I must also surrender the license. So if you have not surrendered it while reactivating this, while providing this mail ID and the password, when you accept it, it will give you a pop-up message that your license is activated in so and so system. Do you want to surrender and continue for reactivating your license? Like this, you'll get a pop-up message. You just need to give it as yes and accept it. So automatically surrender and reactivate will happen, and your license version of Tally will open, so that we can start working on our Tally to make a transactions. And what is this use license from network? So this is mainly you will be knowing because of this pandemic period. So before pandemic period also we had this option, but we used to call it as remote access. Now they renamed it as from network. So what is this license from use license from network means? Where I want to work on my company, I want to make a transactions, I have to make a purchase sales entries in my Tally. Whereas due to this pandemic period, means due to this COVID, I'm not able to go to my office to make a transactions, to work on my Tally. So what I'll do is I'll connect. So you all know this work from home option, right? So work from home, even you would have gone through the online classes when you had this COVID situation and all. Most of your classes was taken through the online only. So in the same cases, here I'll be having an option as use license from network. When I'll be doing this, again it will ask me my license where it is available. So I just need to select that and have to pass the transaction. I just need to select the company and do. So now we are not going to use this license version and all. We are just doing a trial version, that is educational mode. So as I said you, when you activate a license, the next screen directly which will open is the one when I select this educational mode, continue in educational mode. This is a screen, it will open directly. When I open a Tally directly, when I am having a license version, this is a screen it will open when I'm using a license version. Since we have an educational mode, first screen will appear that I'll select it as work in educational mode, then I'll come to this. Now see here, these are the list of companies which I've already created. So when you open a system, when you select this work in educational mode, you won't be having these numbers and all, because these are my companies which I've already created. You won't be having this. After creating a company, you will get a list of like this, list of companies name like this. Okay. So where my company, whatever the company, where it will be saved is in this place. So C drive, in the C drive user, in the user folder, there is a folder called public. Inside this public, I have a folder called Tallyprime. In the Tallyprime, I have a folder data. Inside that, all my companies, whatever I'm creating, I'm passing the transaction, everything will be saved in this data folder. So these are my companies which I've already created. So let me go on the first one. So create company. When I have to create a new company to pass the transaction, in the first screen which we saw through the login through the network, right? Use through the network system. So same option here they have given with a different name, select from remote company. So since that screen you will be having, or this option also you can use it to select the company. Next one is specify path. So this is my path where my data is stored. If I want to change the location, I can specify the path. I can change to some other location and I can create a company. Suppose I'll show you that later. Or specify path or select from drive, select from some other places also. So at present, I'll just go with this create company. First, we will create a company. We'll learn how to create a company. Then we'll go for the next one. Okay, then we will go for the next one. So let me go for this now. Create company. So whatever the company I'm going to create, it will be saved here. So I'll create a company name in your college name, MCC. Okay, batch E.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me.
Ma'am, should we start doing it along with you, ma'am?
Let me ask you. Do you want to try along with me? Do you want to try simultaneously, or I'll finish it, or you will try
Yes,
later?
ma'am.
Ma'am, we
What
want to do.
Simultaneously, we wanna try, ma'am.
Then go for the select company and open this. Everyone, try this.
Ma'am, can you show the
Yes,
step
ma'am.
before
You
this?
opened, ma'am.
Go for this. You'll be getting the screen. So directly go for create company. You won't be having all this list. You just go for create company.
Can you
Create
repeat
company.
the step where we have how to go to the create company?
You have a work in educational mode option.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, open that. Use in educational mode. Select that. You'll get this screen. Are you getting this now? Guys, answer
Done,
me. Are
ma'am.
you getting this? Okay. Go for this create company now. Now you can give any name of your company, whatever. In your name itself, you can create it, or whatever you want. Other names also you can create it. So let me give it as MCC Batch A Private Limited Company. This is my company name I'm giving it. So you can give any name of yours itself. Your name itself, you can just give it, and you can give it as private limited or sole proprietorship or partnership company, whatever it is. According to that, you give. So I'm creating my company name. Just mention the company name. Now, automatically, whatever you have given your name, the same name will appear in your mailing name also. Later, give an address of the company. So I'll just give it as your, I'll just give it as first cross, second main, or you can give it the numbers also. I'll just give it as number 1. Okay, A colony, A colony. Okay, whichever it is, like first cross, second cross, anything. I'll just give it as second main. Okay, so what happens here is, if you want to type your address in continuously in a same line, if you want to continue in a same line, you can continue it. Okay, or if you want to type in a second line, you can also do that also. So I'm just coming for this one. Okay, I'll just give this Mount, or I'll just give it as Mount Carmel College layout. Okay, you can just continue. I'm just giving here. You can continue in a one line itself, or if you want to add it in multiple lines, address, you can do that. So I'm giving as Bangalore. So then, what is my state where my company is located? In which state it is located? That is what I'm selecting. I'm selecting as Karnataka. After selecting Karnataka, automatically your country will also get selected. When you select your state, automatically your country will also get selected. So now next one, what I'm having is my area's pin code. This area's pin code where my company is located, that places pin code I have to give. So let me just give some random number here. Okay, telephone number. If you have a telephone number for your company, give a telephone number. If you don't have, just skip that, go for your mobile number. I'll give some random number here. again a mobile number. So 10 digits I'm giving. Then if you have a fax number also for your company, give the fax number also. Here also I'm giving some random number for a fax. Then email ID. Okay, email ID you can give it. I'm just giving some random here. Okay, I'm just typing some mail ID and website. NICT computer education. So I'm just giving a website also. Okay, if you have a mail ID, website, all the things you can fill it. Now see, listen here. Now see, I have an option here. Financial year begins from and books beginning from. Financial year begins from and books beginning from. So what does this financial year begins from means? So you all know this. It is a financial year. What is a financial year period? It is from
April to first
April
April
to
to first.
Okay, since this is a March, this is a financial year ending. The current financial year which we are going through is 1st April 2021 to 31st of March 2022 is the current financial year. After this March, the next financial year which will start from 1st April 2022 to 31st of March 2023. That will be the current financial year. So how about the calendar year? We call calendar year also. There are two types of accounting method where we'll be using financial year and calendar year. Financial year is April to March. Calendar year is from January to December. So almost most of the companies will use financial yearing system only. If any of the companies using a calendar period, that is Jan to December, you can use that also. In that case, if it is January to December, you can change here 1st January to, you can just start it as 1st January 2021. Since we are using a financial year period, so my financial year begins from 1st of April 2021, ends on 31st of March 2022. Now, next option what I'm having here is books beginning from. So both are having a same date. Does this mean both are similar? Then it is no. This is my current financial year from when in which year I started a company. In which
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me.
Hello.
Tell me.
Ma'am, can you teach me from the beginning, ma'am? I had lot of network issues, ma'am.
The
Like if you
classes
open the app.
Okay, the classes has been
Hello.
recorded. You can view, it will be shared to you
Yes, ma'am.
later. Okay, and you
Yes,
see
ma'am.
that if you still have a doubt, you just let me know in the end of a class. In the end of a class, I'll explain you once again. Okay,
Sure,
if
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
I start again from the beginning, again others will lag. So,
Okay,
okay,
ma'am.
I'll
Thank you.
just repeat it once again at the end of the class. Once again, I'll repeat for the screen. I'll repeat once
Okay,
again.
ma'am.
Okay? So I'll just continue now. Later, I'll repeat for you.
Excuse
Yes,
me,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Hmm?
Sorry to disturb, ma'am. Actually, I'm using MacBook and I try to download the Tally, but then it doesn't get downloaded. It says that it's not supported.
Yes. See, I've already told you in a last class, yesterday itself I've told you. Tally is only supported for Windows. It is not supported for Mac. Okay, only Windows it is supported, and even Windows, if you are having more than 7, Windows 7 onwards only, it is supported. So there is a bug in the Tally, that is they are not giving a support for Mac. Still they are not supported. We have there is a many people will be raising a questions saying that why we can't use it. So there is a bug. Still they have not resolved it. So once they'll resolve this, even a Tally will be supported in Mac also. Okay.
Ma'am,
So if
I
at
want.
all, I'll tell you. I'll give you a suggestion. See, if you want to use it in a Mac also, try to install in a Mac another software Windows. Another software Windows you try to install, and after that installing a Windows, accordingly you can try with that. Or let me check if there is any alternative solutions to use in a Mac, and I'll let you know tomorrow. As per my understanding, till now the Tally is not given a support for Mac. If there is any alternative solutions, then I'll let you know tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am. So it's not necessary to do along with you, right, ma'am?
So now I think you can't do it because you are using a Mac. So if at all you are using a Windows, then I would have suggested you can try that.
Okay, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, I have joined. I'm doing along with you, ma'am. So is it
Hmm.
necessary to give the mobile number and telephone number all, ma'am?
It is not required. It is your choice. You can give it. And moreover, whatever you are creating, it will be only saved in your system only. The others cannot see that. Okay, you
Okay,
no
ma'am.
need to worry whether the others will see or not. It is nothing like that. Whatever I'm giving a phone number or mobile number, I'm just giving a random number. You can give a random number, any numbers for trying purpose. If you are giving
Oh,
your personal mobile number or something, don't worry. Only you can see the phone numbers or whatever you have given. It will be saved in your system itself. It will not be shared in any other system or any other server. It will be saved in only in your system only.
okay, ma'am. And one more doubt I have. In the
Hmm.
screen, we can see that security and in down suffix symbol to amount. Sentence have not been there, ma'am. It is
This
only
one you are
till,
not getting.
yeah,
Okay,
ma'am.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know if you're not getting this option. I'll let you know what you have to do. So
And
first
down
let me
one.
finish.
Okay,
This
okay,
one
ma'am.
also I'll tell you. First let me finish with this. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So the financial year begins from, which means in which financial year I started a company. So the current financial year is from 1st of April 2021 to 31st of March 2022. So the current financial year which I'm using through is 1st of April 2021. And the next one, what it is showing me is books beginning from. So what does this books beginning from means? Books begin from means from which date I started to pass the transaction, or from which date I started a company. And from the day one when I start the company, only from there itself my transaction will also start. Say, in this financial year, 1st of April 2021, I started a company on 1st of January. On 1st of January. So when I start a company on 1st of January 2022, from this date itself, always I'll pass the transaction. I won't use from the 1st of April because I have not done any transaction. I didn't make any purchase or sales. I didn't make a payment to anyone before this January. When I start my business from the day one, only from thereafter I'll be making all the transaction, whether it is a purchase, sales, payment, or receiving money, paying a money, anything I'll be doing from 1st of January. So this book's beginning from means from which day I started my transaction, or from which day I started my company. This is what I'll be giving. And the next one I'm getting as security. If any of you're not getting the security or this currencies option, if you're not getting this currencies option or the security option, from the same screen, press F12. Press F12, that is configuration. Press F12. This F12 is used for configuration. You can also make a note of this F12 configuration. Okay, you have to make this F12, so you'll get this option. Provide contact details. All these details you'll get it.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma'am.
Ma'am, I pressed on F12, ma'am, but it's not appearing.
So if you are not, if it is not appearing for you, see here you have an option. See, can you see this on your right side bottom? Right side at the bottom, you have a F12 configuration.
Yes,
Click on
ma'am.
this. Click on this, you'll get the screen. Okay, so you can use this. So since you'll be using, I think most of them will be trying on a laptop. If your F12 is not working, there is a key called FN, function key. Okay, function key. After control, you'll be having FN and then Windows symbol. Press the F function key with the F12. Both you press together, only then the shortcut key will work in most of the laptops. Directly, if you're using F12, sometimes it will not work. So you can use this method also. If it is working for you, then it is well and good. If it is not working, then use a mouse on the top, on the on the right corner. You'll be getting a option F12 configuration. Click on that, you'll get the screen. So select, make all the option yes. Make all the option yes, whichever you want, and then you'll get all this option. You just need to make yes, 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 and enter it. So like this, it'll get. And what I'm getting here is security, tally vault password, and
Excuse me, ma'am.
Hmm.
Should we put S for all the five, ma'am?
Yes, you do it, whichever you need. It
After
depends on
F12,
you.
ma'am.
You just make this yes. All the options you just make it yes and enter.
Oh, sure. Thanks, ma'am.
Okay. Now see what you will be having is security. In security, have a two options here. Set Tally Vault password to encrypt company data. And the next one what I'm having is control user access to company data. So this two option is used to protect my company. To protect my company so that the others should not see what is happening in my company. See, I don't want the third person to see what is my profit, what is my loss, or what type of transaction I'm having, from whom I'm making a purchase, to whom I'm making a sales. All these details I don't want the other person to check in my company. So what I'll do is I'll give a password and I'll protect this company so that whenever the other person is trying to open a company, if he doesn't give a password, if he is not giving a password, the company will not open. Say you all will be using your smartphones, mobile phones. So to protect your mobile phones, you will be using the pattern, pin number, or sometimes fingerprint also you'll be using to protect your device, to protect your mobile phone. The same way, when I don't want the others to open this my company and see, the same way I'm giving you a password also. But here, no pattern and all, no fingerprint, only password. Alphabetic, numeric, whatever you want, you can provide it. So there are two methods where I can protect my company. One is Tally Vault, the other one is user access control. So let me explain this later. When I'll be in detail, we will learn this later. Now we'll just create a company and see. So you just understand this Tally Vault and user access control. There are two methods to give a password to company and protect my company. So we'll learn this later one by one. Okay, in detail we'll learn this in later. Now I'll go for the next one. Base currency symbol. So my Indian currency symbol is this one, R symbol. Okay, and what is the formal name of this is INR, that is Indian rupee. The formal name of this is INR, Indian rupee. Okay, when I give whenever I'm printing a invoice or amount, anything, if I'm doing suffix symbol to amount, suffix and prefix, you know what is suffix and what is prefix. So if you want a suffix, that is after a amount, if you want a symbol, then you make this yes. If you want it as to be a prefix, then you can keep this no itself. So I'll not make any changes. Let me just explain you. I want as it is whatever it is happening here. So I'll keep this no. Add space between amount and symbol. If you want a space and a space between the R symbol and amount, suppose 250 I'm having, rupees symbol space 250 I'll write. So if you want a space between the symbol and amount, give it as yes. If you don't want a space, then make it no. So I'm not making anything. And if you want to show the amount in millions, make this option yes. I'll use as per the Indian law itself. I'll be using hundreds, thousands itself. I'll not be using here millions. So I'll keep this no. Now, number of decimal points. Decimal points after point was 250.7575.75. So that point wise, after point wise, if I'm having an amount, I'll be giving a how many numbers I want after points. So 2 points I need. And that point wise numbers what I'll be giving 0.75. It will be called as paise. It will be called as paise. And when I will be using for a print amount in a words also, numbers and words, when I'll be giving that. So what I wanted is even the decimal places, this paise will also get printed in my invoice in a words like rupees 250, 250 rupees and 75 paise only, like this will get printed. Okay, so in that case I can give, if I want the prices also to be printed on my invoices, so I'll give like this. So in this currency details, currency details, I'm not making any changes. Now let's just accept this. Let's just accept this. So immediately when you accept, enter, when you enter it will show you accept yes or no. Give it as yes. When you give it as yes, or you just press one more time enter. Now see, you will get this option screen. This screen will open. Company created successfully. Enable the features as per the business needs. So this screen which you're getting is called as company feature screen. This screen is called as company feature screen, where you can also have a shortcut key for this. There is a shortcut key for this. The shortcut key is F11. F11 company features. Make a note, F11 company features. Okay, F11 company features. Okay, now what you will be doing is, what you will be doing here is, whatever the requirement, this configure, see F12 what we have done, even that is a setting. This is F11 company features, even this is a setting screen. So whichever you need it, you will use only those options for making yes. And let me tell you, if you are not getting this option, if you are not getting this option, only few options if you are getting in this screen. Okay, make this two options yes, show more features yes, and show all features yes. See, if I keep this no, only like this, only few options I'll be getting. So when I make this yes, so I'll get a multiple options here. Are everyone getting the screen?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
not do any changes here. I'll just try with the few basic needs. I'm not making any changes. Only GST I'll disable. I'll just disable GST. And online connecting company, that is online access, this two I'm making no. And I'll accept this. Accept this. Accept, you will be getting this screen. Accept yes or no. You can press yes, enter also. Or from the keyboard, you can also press Y also. Both are same. I'll just use enter key. So my company configuration is also, my features is also being set. Okay, F12 is for configuration, F11 is for company features. Okay, now I've already created a company. This is my company, MCC batch A private limited company. This is my company name which I have created. Say in case if I want to change the details, inside my company which I've already created, if I want to alter the details inside the company, so what should I do? So from the same screen, you will be having this option. See here, you will have this is called as top menu. And the top menu, see you have a K, Y, Z, anything. So now you have a underline below this. So if any function key which is having a underline, okay, any function key which is having a underline, so you must understand whether you're having a one underline or two underline. Okay, you must understand whether you're having a one underline or two underlines. If you're having a one underline, okay, if you're having a one underline, then it means it is a alt. If you are having a two underlines, then it is said to be a control. Make a note for this. Okay, if you are having a two underlines, then it is a control. So now how will I use this key? So say it is just a shortcut key combination. If any key, suppose here I'm having F and one underline. Now if I want to select this option, how will I select this? Alt plus F. I'll use Alt plus F as a combination. And if I'm having a two underline, then I'll use a combination of Control plus F. The same way, now see here I'm having one underline for the company, for data exchange, go to, okay, import, export, all these things is having one underline. But when we enter into this inside features, we might see the two underlines also. So at present, what I want to do is I want to alter the few details in my company. To alter this, have to go for this. You can click on this, or you can also press Alt K. But I suggest you to use with the key combination. Don't use a mouse more, since you will be you'll be working in the accounting part. Try as much as you can use a keyboards instead of using a mouse. Try as much as you can use keys. So I'll press Alt K. When I press Alt K, I have an option here as create, alter, all these things I'm having. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I need to alter a company. So I'll select it as alter. So now see, this is the company which I have created. If you want to alter something, just you can alter it. So I'll just I'll just remove this, enter. So you can alter anything, address, phone numbers, anything Anything you want, you can alter it. Okay, whichever I want, I can add it. Whichever I need to remove it, I can remove it. Any changes you want to do, you can do it. Okay, I'll just change something here. So some changes I'm making here. You can make any changes, but always remember, you will never ever change this financial year begins from or books beginning from. Okay, you are not supposed to change this. Why? If you change this, any date or any time, okay, any date, if you're changing here, what will happen? The date which you're changing, it will be accepted. Suppose if I change to 1st of February 2022, when I change this and accept the screen, what will happen? Say I've already created and I've already passed the transactions also. I've also already made a purchase, sales and all our entries I've made it. So after doing this, I want to change a month. So what I did is, instead of changing in some other place, I came into alter field and here I change it. So what will happen here is, you'll get a warning message. Data entered before this date will be lost. Do you want to continue? Yes or no? So when I change to February month, from January to February month, when I'm giving the date as 1st of February 2022, all my entries which I've done in the month of January will get vanished. Everything will be deleted. So if you want to give this as yes, if you give it as yes, it will be get vanished. So let me give it as yes itself, since I've not made any transactions, I'm just giving as yes. There will be a data loss. Are you sure you want to proceed? And also remember, when you give it this yes, you cannot get back the transactions which you have already done. There is no options. Backup option has not been given. Backup, only manual option is given in a Tally. There is no auto backup. There is no auto backup for taking a backup of your company. You won't be getting any of the transaction after you change the period. So always make sure that you will never ever change the financial year begins from and books beginning from period from this screen. You're not supposed to do. That is the most important part in this alteration screen. The rest of the details, whatever you want, you can change it. There is no there is no restriction in doing that, but make sure that you won't do any changes in the date and period. Okay, so now let me just accept this.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, the key which is used to go back page, the previous page, ma'am.
Previous page, we won't be using here backspace. Almost we will be using escape. We will be using escape.
Escape, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am.
Backspace
Excuse
will
me,
not. Tell me, ma.
ma'am, for the company created successfully, that you had told me to click on yes options for showing more features and for all features. I've clicked on it. So accounting, that accounting part, should I give all yes, ma'am?
Don't make any yes or no. Just enter and accept it. Just accept the screen. Only GST I've disabled and access I've disabled. See, I've already created a company. If I want again to open this company features, if I want to open again the company features, I'll press F11. F11. You can directly press F11. You'll get the screen. This is what you're saying about, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I didn't make any changes. Whatever it was, I just left the same thing. I'm not making any changes. Here, GST, I've made it no. And this one, enable browse access for their reporting. This also I made it no. Then I just entered. When I'll be getting accept yes or no, I gave a enter to accept the screen. Okay, this is one method to open the company features. Okay, directly F11. If your shortcut key F11 is not working, then go for this Alt K. Okay, Alt K. Here also you have an option under configurations. You have F11. You are here also you can open it. So to go back out of the screen, I can press escape. One time, again escape, quit, yes, again escape. So like this, I can come back to screen. As many times you will press, that many times will come out of that screen. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt on the
Yes,
screen?
ma'am.
And okay,
No,
now
ma'am.
fine. Now see, in this Alt K, I have another option as change. Okay, so change, what you will be doing is, when I'm trying to create one more company, say let me create one more company. Okay, I'll go for this Alt K. I'll create one more company directly. You have an option here, create. Okay. Let me give it as, what name we will give? I'll give it as MCC. I'll just give it as MCC company private limited, like this I'm giving, or MCC firm I'll give. So partnership company, so firm I'll give. Okay, I'll just give it as firm. Okay, I'm just skipping all these details. I'm not mentioning an address just for time being, but you have to try with the address. I'll just do this without giving a address and all. So I'm skipping this basic details and all. I'll change this date also. So this is my company from 1st of January 2022. So I'll just accept this company. So 2 companies I have created. So automatically when I create a company, whenever I'm creating a company feature screen will open. So whatever the changes you want, you do that. I'm just skipping this. I'm just disabling the GST and online access, the one which I've done in a previous company, and I'll accept this. I'll accept this. Now, see, the company which is selected here is MCC firm, but I want to use MMC. Okay, MMC company, batch A company private limited. This is what I want to use. So I want to change this. To change this, there is a shortcut key to change the company. To select this company, I can use a shortcut key, that is F3. Only F3. Just press F3. So you'll get like this, change company. So I want to use this company. I'll select this. Now see, the name of my company which is selected in a dark bold color, it will show you like this. So again, if I want to open this MCC firm,
I'm sorry, ma'am. Can you please repeat once again, ma'am?
I'm repeating that. If I want to change the company, suppose I want to select this MCC firm company I want to use, I'll press the shortcut key F3. F3. Select the company which you want to work. Okay, enter. Go on that company name and enter. Or you can use the other method. Go for this Alt K. Alt K. Go for change. Select the company which you want to use, and you can do like this. Okay, like this also you can do. 2 methods you can do. Or other than this, they have also given one more shortcut key here also. See, company F3. Here also you can click it. Change the company whichever you need. Okay, change the company whichever you want to work. This is one method. So 3 methods I've told you. One is using a shortcut key F3 directly, or you can use from the Alt key, go for a change and select the company which you want. Even this you can do. The other method is on your right side. On your right side, you have an option here as company. Click on this, whichever the company you want to use. That company you can select it and you can use. So this is the third method. And fourth method, instead of using all these tricks, Alt K, going to Alt K, or using F3, or selecting this on the right side. So suppose I want to use this MMC batch company, I'll just click on this directly. So directly it will select. If I want to go with this MCC form, I'll select this. So this is the method we can use. Any method you can try. So I've told you all the methods wherever you have a possibilities to change the company. Now, I want to close a company. I want to close one of the company. I want to close this MCC company. So how to close this? The shortcut key for closing company. So for closing company, we say it as shut company. We don't say it as close company. We'll say it as shut company. The shortcut key which is used to shut the company, to close the company, is Control plus F3. Make a note, everyone. Control plus F3. So you'll get like this. Shut company. Which company you want to close? Select that particular company. Enter.
Ma'am, control.
Okay, so the Control plus F3 to shut the company. Okay, to shut company. To shut company, the shortcut key combination used is Control plus F3. Okay, to change the company, change company, you'll use a shortcut key only F3. And if you want the navigation for this changing company and all, I'll let you know later. So change company. And the same time, if I want to select company, what I'll select company, the company which is already created. Okay, already have created a company. So that company I want to select it. Already created company. If I want to select it, then how will I do that? So let me show you here. Look at the screen now. So now see, I've closed one of a company. I want to select a company. So for selecting a company, it is Alt F3. Alt F3. So I'll get a list like this, list of my company's name. Whichever I want, I can select it, or I can just give it as MCC.com. This is my company. I want to open this. So let me press enter. So this company will open. If I want one more company also to open, so Alt F3 again.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
Ma'am, you're going too fast. We're not able to follow up with you.
I'll show you once again. I'll show you again
Yes, ma'am.
this shut company and select company. That is what I'm selecting multiples of companies.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the combination that I'm using to select the company? To select the company, what I'm using is Alt plus F3. Alt plus F3 to select company. To shut the company, Control plus F3. Okay. Now, see here. If I want to close a company, have many list of companies here selected. I want to close some of the companies which I don't need here. From this list, I just want to close it. So what I will do is I'll use a shut company. The key combination is Control plus F3. Control plus F3. So this is a company I want to close. The yellow color, the orange color where you are getting a mark, that is a company which you're going to close. So now press enter. So that company is been closed. See, the rest of the two companies has been shown here. The rest of the two companies has been shown here. So same way you can use Control F3 to close a company, or you can use this option also. Go for Alt K company. Here you have an option as shut company, that is shut Control F3. So I was using directly Control F3 to shut the company. If you don't remember the key combination, you can use this Alt K, go for shut company F3, Control F3. So which company I want to close, that company I'll close it. Same way, to select the company also, I can use Alt plus F3, or I'll go for this Alt K. Alt K, that is company, I'll click on that. I have an option here as select. Whichever the company I want to use, I'll just select that. So accordingly, it will get selected. So this is how you will be using to select the other company or to close the extra company which is open. So we will be using this key combination. Control plus F3 to shut the company. Alt plus F3 to select the company. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am.
Now we'll see the next one. Now see, here when I go with this Alt K, there are few things: create, alter, change, select, shut, remote access. There are so many options here. In each and every options, there is one letter highlighted. C, A, G, S, H, like this. Each and every options, it has been highlighted. So what does this mean? It is a shortcut key. If I want to go for shut, instead of using this arrow key to come down and select and all, or I can use in a shut company. What is the highlighted color here? Highlight one letter will be highlighted. So that is H. H is highlighted in a blue color. So from the keyboard, if I press H, so it will open a shut company. So whichever the company I want to shut the company, I'll use that. So even here also in the list of this gateway of Tally, this is the main screen, gateway of Tally. And this main screen also see C, A, H, B, K, N. There are few letters which has been highlighted in a dark color, blue color, and it has been made it as bold also. So these are the shortcut key where I can go with this. Fine. Okay, instead of using an arrow mark key or anything, I can use this option. Suppose I want to go for create. See, if I press this create option, it will go. If I want to go for charts of accounts, that is H, I'll press H, so it will open a charts of accounts. So like this, everywhere, whichever the options I want, according to that, I'll be selecting this option. Clear? We'll go for the next one. Okay, now see, the next one is, it is showing me the current period. This is a current financial year which I have opened it for. Okay, current financial year, and this is the current date. This is the current date. If I want to change this period, if I want to change the period, okay, to change period means from which month to which month, from which date to which date. Okay, you can give 1 week also, you can give 15 days also, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or 1 whole year also. If you want to change it, you can change it. So the shortcut key for changing this period is Alt plus F2. Make a note, change period. The shortcut key is Alt plus F2. Alt plus F2 to change a period. Okay, now we'll see in a tally. So I'll use a key combination. I'll press Alt plus F2. Okay, Alt plus F2. So now from which month to which month I want to see the report, or from which month to which month I am going to use the tally. So I'll be using from the month of January. So you can give like Jan to March also. Like this also you can give. Again, I'll press Alt F2. Like this also you can change, or you can give a date also, 1/1/2022 to 31/3. Like this also you can change. You can give a whole period also. Okay, like this. The shortcut key for changing this period, is Alt plus F2. So now if I want to change the date, okay, to change date, what is the combination we will be using is only F2. To change the date, the key combination which we will be using is only F2. So let's see here. I'll press F2. So like this, current date. So by default, it will move on for the next date. So it was C. Here it is, the current date it is showing me as 1st January 2022. If I press F2, automatically the next date it will change. So I'll accept this. So second date. So again, if I press F2, it is changing to third date, 3rd of January. When I press enter, it is not accepting me to change a date. See, even if I change for 4/5, okay, 4/1/2022, enter, it is not accepting. Let me give a 30, okay, 1/2022, it is not accepting. So I'll press escape. Now I'll give one more date, 31/1/2022. Now it is accepted. Why? What is the reason? So if we are using a license version, we can change to any date. But what we are doing is we are using for a practice version. That is trial version we are doing just for a practice purpose. That is in educational mode. Okay, we are using in educational mode. When we are working in an educational mode, you cannot change the date. Okay, cannot change date. Okay, in this, if at all I want to change the date, so accepted date in educational mode. Okay, in educational mode is 1st, 2nd, and 31st of every month. Only this will be accepted. If you ask me, in some month there will be like 30 days, 31 days, and 28 days. So how will this work? In any month, if there is a 30 days, only 1st and 2nd will work, 30 will not work. In any month, if there is 28 days or 29 days, even the 1st and 2nd will work. This 28 will not work. 28 or 29 will work. Okay, only first, second, and 31st date in whichever the month, any month when there is a 31 days, that 31st date will be accepted. In other ones, only first and second will be accepted. So always in educational mode. Okay, this is very important point. Make a note of this. In educational mode, the date that is accepted, in an educational mode is first, second, and 31st of every month. Clear? You can understand?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Now we'll go for the next one. Did you all make a note of this? I'll go for the tally now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So this is the main screen, gateway of Tally. So before I start with the practicals, how to create the ledgers and all. Okay, before I start with this, let me ask you, you all know what is a financial statement, right? Financial statement or financial report.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Is that so? Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what are the financial statements we have?
Ledger, journal entries, trial and
Okay.
balance
Okay.
sheet,
Hmm.
profit and loss.
Profit and loss account.
Exactly. But ledger and journalization is not included in a financial statement. After doing ledgers and journalization, only then we will get a financial statement. This financial statement means where we will be preparing in the end of a financial period, end of a month, or when you are closing the financial year books of accounts. So it is trial balance, as you said. Okay, trial balance, profit and loss, and balance sheet. So these are called as your financial statement or financial report. So in this financial reports, you would have seen the headings also, whatever that will fall under this. Okay, in trial balance, what we will be showing, or you can also say it as trading account. There is one more thing called as trading account. Okay, there is one more thing called as trading account. So what we will be doing in this report is we will be showing the necessary details of trade. Trade means where purchase, sales, including purchase and sales. If there is any purchase written, sales written, we'll deduct that, and the balancing figure we will show. And other than that, we will also include the which is added in a production process. Which one? Like direct expenses and direct income. This is what we will be given here. Purchase, sales, direct expenses, direct income. This is what we will be showing in a trading account. So out of this, where I'll get a gross profit or loss. I'll get a gross profit or loss. So after doing this, the next one, when I move for this one, using this profit and loss, I'll bring that to my profit and loss statement. And here I'll be showing indirect expenses and indirect income. Okay, this one, it's completely involved for the production, or you can also say it as trade, production process, or you can also say it as trade process also. Okay, and here when I come to the profit and loss, okay, when it is here for trial balance or trading account, it is direct expenses and direct income which is involved for the trading purpose. Here it is indirect expenses and indirect income will be involved, out of which I'll come to know what is my net profit or loss. Net profit or loss. So what is this indirect expenses and indirect income is involved for? Okay, it is for the administration. So you can say it as administration purpose. Okay, administration. So this your financial position, your position of your company. Position of company will be described using this. Okay. Now, what is this production or trade means? Why we are using this trading account, which means anything before I make a calculations of what are my exact expenses, exact income has happened. So production means where it is completely a manufacturing process, where it will be a working process, purchase and sales. Only purchase and sales will be happening in a trading. So after this purchase and sales, what other than that I'll be doing is there will be, there will be some additional things which will be involved in my company. Say that I'll be paying a rent for my company, electricity bill, mobile charges, internet charges, employee salaries. All these are my expenses and income. So many things I'll be doing in my administration process. So those things I need to minus it. If there is any additional profit or additional income I'm getting here, like indirect income, so like commissions, interest, if I'm receiving, that I'll add it. In where? In a profit and loss. So after doing all those things, I'll get some balancing figure for each and every ledgers. As you said, first you said as ledger and journalization. So each and ledger closing balance I'll come to know. So what it is, what is my cash balance, what is my bank balance, what is my assets, that is fixed assets. Okay, what is my loans which is pending that I have to pay. Everything I'll come to know how much it is pending at present and at end of the day. End of the day in a balance sheet, I'll come to know how much to whom, whatever it is pending. The closing balance I'll come to know in a balance sheet. So this one, according to this, in the next financial year, in the next year, I'll carry forward that and I'll keep paying this and spending this amount. So this will describe what is my position of my company. So what I want you all to do is just check with the sample form. I know you would have already gone through this in your first PU itself. I just want you to cross check what is this trial balance, trading account, profit and loss, balance sheet. Just cross check this, the format, this sample format, you cross check this. That's more than enough. Just cross check that. You'll come to know what are the ledgers that is having inside that and what are the main headings you have in this. Main headings like direct expenses, indirect expenses, direct income, indirect income, profit, loss, assets, liabilities, current assets, current liabilities. Like this, you'll be having a headings. Just look into that under which heading, what are the options you have. Just look into that. Okay, you'll come to know. So once you come to know the rest of the things, you will feel easy. So let me just go for a tally now. So according to that only we will be doing in a tally also based on this. Okay, as I said you, the groups, the headings which I said you, the headings like indirect expenses, direct expenses, the same thing we will be doing here also. So to make a journalization, what I need is, so let me give one example for you for a transaction purpose. Suppose I want to make a entry. Now. Say that I have purchased. Okay, purchased a computer. Okay, purchased a computer for rupees 25,000. 25,000 paid by check. Okay, paid by check from, okay, check I've paid. From which bank I've paid is, say that I've paid through the bank. Okay, we'll take it as Canara Bank. Canara Bank account checkbook I'm using to make a payment. Now you tell me what is debit and what is credit. So you all remember this real account also, right? Real account, personal account, nominal account, the one which we have discussed in the last class. Guys, I'm making a purchase of computer by paying through the bank, Canara Bank. Now I have a company. What is my company? I'm having a MMC company. So this company, for this company, I'm purchasing a computer. So what is computer is coming inside my business or going out of my business?
Coming in.
Coming inside.
Bank account.
Yes, computer account we have to debit it and we have to credit the bank account. Right? That is my Canara Bank. Canara Bank I'll be crediting. So now What is this computer is used for? Computer is used for a company. What kind of product is this? What kind of related this group is? So computer is my fixed asset. Fixed assets. And what is this Canara Bank? Canara Bank is my current asset. Okay, so what we are going to do in a tally is this one, this fixed assets and current assets and all, the one which is given. I'm not going to create this. I'm not going to create this. Only thing is this fixed assets, current assets is already been created in a tally. It is already available. I'm not going to do this. Only thing is I'll be creating a computer and Canara Bank. The ledger, name of my ledger has to be created. This is my ledger. Okay, this is my ledger. The one which is highlighted in a yellow color, this is my ledger which I need to create it. And this is my groups. This is my group which has already been created in a tally. So we'll just go for this. Okay, so I'll just go for a create. So before I create a ledger or group, I'll just show you something in a charts of accounts. In a charts of accounts ledger, see, these are the one which is already available. So I'll just show you in a simple method. This is our main screen. I'll go for alt. So groups, first groups, these are the groups which is already created. So these are the groups which is already created. And even ledger also, there are few things which is created. So just we will see in a charts of accounts. Now I'll go for a groups. In a groups we have 28 groups. Make a note of this. Totally we have 28 groups available in tally. 28 groups available in tally which has already been created. I don't have to create it. So these are the headings that you will be seeing in your trading account, trial balance, profit and loss, balance sheet and all. Okay, where you will be seeing these are the headings. These are the major headings which you will be seeing in your statements, financial statement. So totally how many groups I'm having here is, totally how many groups I'm having is 28 groups. 28 groups I'm having. Now look here. I have all these things is been arranged, but there is few things which is given a single space and given. Single space and they have given few things. The one which is starting directly without a space, that is called as primary groups. And one with a single space, is called as secondary groups. So out of this 28 groups, I have 15 primary groups. 15 primary groups. Make a note. 28 groups in that 28 groups, 15 are primary groups and 13 are secondary groups. 13 are secondary groups. Okay. So now I'll just stop for here. I'll stop here. Let me explain this, how to create a ledgers, what is this groups, how to use the groups, everything I'll explain in the next class. Tomorrow we will see. Okay.
Ma'am, where will be the recordings, ma'am?
I think one of a recording has been shared to you on a group, I think, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll just check
Ma'am,
it
can
out.
you send today's recording, ma'am?
I'll have to check it out, ma'am, because I even don't have a complete access to check that. So let me check it out and I'll share you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
It will be shared to you anyhow. All the recordings will be shared. If you're not getting any particular day, if you're not getting a recordings, you let me know. I'll just ask my team to share with you.
Oh, ma'am, in this app, how do we check the recordings?
I'm really sorry. This is the first time even I'm using this app. I'm used to some other applications and all. So
Okay,
this is the
ma'am.
first time I'm using
I think
GoToMeeting.
I think it's available on YouTube. You just have to go search for it.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Thank
is
you, ma'am.
available in YouTube. You just search for NICT YouTube videos. Just go for NICT. You will find it over there. If you're not
Yes.
finding, because if at all we upload in a YouTube only, then you can find it over there. And if it is not uploaded, you can see here itself. Let me check where it is, that option is available, to see where are the recordings has been stored, and then I'll share you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. And everyone, please practice. Any doubts we'll discuss later tomorrow. Okay, we will discuss all the doubts, then we'll move on to the next topic. what we have to discuss. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then, guys. Everyone take care. Bye then.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.